Hey, Di, I meant to ask you, what are you doing for the holidays?
Gaining 10 pounds. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Diaries of the Drunken Dumbells with Di and my sidekick, Gio.
It's crazy, like right after Halloween, the holiday's like right upon us.
Word, right? It's like I wake up in January and I'm 10 pounds heavier. It's like I have a whole nother freaking person around my waist. I often wonder how this inevitably happens to so many of us during this time of year.
Yeah, is it our body's natural cycle of adding extra padding for the colder months?
Or the increase in festivities or artisanal foods that we're not normally exposed to?
Or the stress of having more commitments during the holidays?
Whether it's one or all of the above, we tend to care a little bit less about the quantity and quality of foods that we put into our bodies,
Resulting in an ongoing cycle of year in and year out weight fluctuations.
that has us feeling frustrated and blah. It literally becomes an annual habit that feels impossible to break.
But with a little bit of focus and consistency, bad habits can be replaced with good ones.
Many of you, and rightfully so, may be questioning,
You Craig, how am I not supposed to gain 10 pounds during the holidays?
it's true, with all the dietary decadence that we're surrounded by, it makes it really challenging.
But the good news is, it's definitely not hopeless.
Using one or more of the following strategies will absolutely increase your chance of success this holiday season.
Number one, change your conversation about it.
A lot of you have already begun to declare how you'll be putting on the pounds this holiday season.
It probably started around Halloween when you were binging on those mini Snickers and downing those black magic margaritas at the costume party.
Whatever it was, just shut up about it.
Acknowledge you messed up and just move on.
Look, talking about how bad you were at the buffet table and how doomed you are to pack on the pounds this year is going to create that reality.
Start asserting that you're determined that you're not going to pack on the pounds this year.
If the conversation comes up, let others know that you're doing something different this year.
Number two,
Step away.
Put the fork down, miss, and step away from the table. You notice how at social events people tend to crowd around the food or congregate in the kitchen to socialize?
Social anxiety is very real for a lot of people, and having something to do with your hands, like picking on food or having a drink, helps to ease some of that tension.
Decide to be more conscious when you're socializing and notice if you're mindlessly eating or drinking just to feel more comfortable.
Then step away from the conversation and put your plate down to assess if you really need that extra serving or that drink. Try again to get into another conversation so that you get comfortable with doing it without relying on food or drinks.
Of course, the more you do this, the more comfortable you'll become. Number three, adjust your food intake.
Eating an excess amount of carbohydrates on the daily is only going to trigger more hunger and cravings. If you know you have a myriad of social events and you want to indulge in those voluptuous treats, then keep your meals during the week packed with protein and vegetables.
When you're not attending events, limit your carbs to a very small portion at every meal.
Yeah, think like eggs, omelets for breakfast instead of like cereals and oatmeal.
Choose snacks like hard-boiled eggs, beef jerky, Greek yogurts,
You could do like baby carrots with peanut butter or nut
protein
butters.
shakes. Number four, start an exercise program or just be more active.
People tend to wait till January to start working on their fitness game, but what better way to get into the lean mindset than by being active now?
Seek out activities that you enjoy and get more involved in them as much as possible during the holidays. Like, seriously, dude.
Try classes like dancing, boxing,
Yoga, Pilates,
spin classes.
and definitely strength training. Or get yourself a personal trainer to keep you on track at least until January. Hey y'all, thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Diaries of the Drunken Dumbells.
And if you want to check out a collection on this topic or see this video again, be sure to hit the B spot at besteverywhere.me.
As you can see, she's gonna have her eyes on you, so don't gain any weight. That's right, I got my eye on you. I'm watching you. Yeah, no extra pounds this holiday. That's right, you need a trainer, so you need to hit us up. We'll help you out and keep you in shape.